blessed, that's my birthright, man. I'm better than I ever been. Money in the air, so let's get it then. I used to dream about this thing back in 95. Look at me, a boy, I live the best life.
Yo, DJ Sabby, tell them what time it is, boy.
It's the best life, it's DJ Sabby, the best thing ever.
I'm the best thing ever with my main man DJ Sabby, and this is AKA I'm taking control, baby.
Huh? I can tell you don't want to say more?
Ever been.
We're busy out here putting in the hours, putting in the work, living that best life.
TYPHUS music.
Yeah, man, go on Instagram, like my life.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, why you guys don't get the plaque?
The plaque,
dog. Oh man, that's not me. You see, I don't make those decisions.
Yeah.
That's
Who makes
coming
the
from
decision?
that's coming from the powers that be.
Yeah.
But you know what? You guys definitely do deserve a plaque, man. I'm gonna come drop off a plaque.
Nice one. Yo, Forbes 2015 was a year which I feel, you know, you prove that consistency is something you got at the the back of your hand. Your game plan, the planning also from the team, the consistency with the music, the awards, the nominations, international traveling. You know, like, if you look at all the things you achieved in 2016, if you had to give us a clue in terms of what you have this year?
In 2015.
2016, yeah. What do you have in
the plan for this year?
Yeah.
Oh man, this year, the main focus was releasing my third album. Every day I'm working on it. I've got great ideas. You know, I feel very inspired. I feel very energized. Not just inspired by what's going on, with the music that I'm listening to, but also, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from, especially the young guys in the industry right now, your MTs or whoever's young producers and stuff like that. I mean, they got a lot of energy, they got a lot of good ideas, and that only bodes well for my album. For me, every album has to be a classic. I haven't missed yet, so I don't want to mess up on this next one. In addition to that, it's always been about the continent. It's always been about traveling and touring. I'm heading out to Canada.
Nice.
Next week, I think, for the All-Star Weekend. I got a couple shows out there.
Dope.
In Toronto.
That's yo. They don't get it.
I mean, I'm just picking up where I left off last year, So, I'm doing some stuff with NBA Africa out there. I've got the Third World Boss Tour, which is basically a continental tour coming up this year.
Yo, wait. You can't say all these things and move on. Like, he's mentioning them. Joe, this is not like performing in Nelspruit and then you're going to Bloemfontein and then from Bloem you're going to Cape Town. You're mentioning some big shows out here, man.
Yeah, well, no disrespect to, Nelspruit.
Yeah, I know.
But for me, I definitely feel that, my own country has held me down for a long time. I've got great support here, and, this country made me who I am. But I don't want to be selfish, and, I mean, the rest of the world needs a piece of me too. I need to go do my thing in Lagos, and do my thing in Nairobi, and do my thing in Lusaka, wherever the case may be. But also do my thing in the UK, do my thing in the States, and so forth and so forth.
Flourish, honey.
Do your thing. We got AKA in the studio, the super mega himself. Are you gonna do the shoulder thing first?
The shoulder thing.
The shoulder thing. He's got the shoulder roll. Is it called the shoulder roll?
No,
you gotta check out.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay for that.
It does.
I think you
How does it go?
It's too much fat. I'm sorry.
It's in the moment. It has to happen.
Yeah.
So this is not the moment, guys.
17 minutes left and then we're done with lunchtime. AKA in the building. When you sell gold albums, I will personally seek a bed with Super Dave. I'll play during the interview. There's levels to this thing, What's in your rider, Joe?
What's on my rider?
What's in your? I always wanted to ask.
Technical or hospitality?
Hospitality.
Okay, the hospitality rider goes like this. If you want to book me, it has to be business class. It has to be SAA. I don't want to hear no mangoes and no Lulu's. Then when you pick me up, it's got to be SUV.
No Corolla. I remember that.
It's got to be an SUV, or I'll settle for an H1. An H1 is cool.
Okay.
We normally pick the hotel that we stayed in the city. When we get to the show, we need at least 3 to 4 bouncers. Then we need the bottles, the Red Bulls, the waters, the towels, the tea. Sometimes my voice is so tea. Yeah. Did that sound like D-Rich?
No. That you want?
I hardly drink it, but in the cases where I need to drink tea, then ginger tea.
Room temperatures and
no,
white
we
towels.
don't really go into that.
It's all good. You gotta check these things. So if you've been budgeting since last year to book AKA this year, now you have some sort of an idea of what to have. Let's talk continental, man. I think you're one of those artists. When we talk Tanzania, they know who you are. That tune of Joe Makini, man. That song is freaking hot. Don't bother. Nigeria knows who you are. The whole continent has an idea as to who AKA the brand is. When you look through you're out to the continent right now, which countries do you still think I can work at here, do something there?
I actually thought we focus a lot on Nigeria, we focus on Tanzania and Kenya and stuff like that. But it took me going to the UK to realize that how many Southern Africans there are in the UK, Zimbabweans, Zambians. So when I came back home now, also my thinking now, I'm thinking like, I need to do maybe a bit, more music with Namibian artists or Zimbabwean artists or Zambian artists, artists from Mozambique, because at the end of the day, SADC is like a really like close, we all get the same music, we all kind of have the same vibe. So I think maybe in 2016, in addition to all those other regions, I'll probably focus a bit more on our surrounding countries.
Is there anybody in specific that you've seen around there?
That's the thing, I don't know enough of the artists, but I'm sure that, as with every industry, in every country, like there's the biggest artist in Mozambique or the biggest artist in Zimbabwe or whatever. Their scene might not be as big or as lucrative as South Africa's, but for me, I think it's still important to remember those regions in addition to West Africa or the UK. Look, I don't want to, because when it comes to this topic, people think it's like I'm trying to throw shade at whoever or whoever. But the truth for me is I've been, singing this song for years and years and years. I definitely feel that in terms of the world stage, Africa is bigger than it's ever been. I also feel like, if you look at the BBC thing or my tours or my travels, I am an international artist. Me, aka is an international artist. I also feel like there's also nothing wrong with doing collaborations with American artists, but I just feel like it's almost like, if you get an American artist, even like a sort of washed up one on your record, then it's like, like look at this. This is a super big deal. For me, I'm just not a believer in that theory.
Good luck.
AKA in the studio, shout out to him, man, the Super Mega himself. New music dropping anytime soon?
Yeah, man. Like I said, we got to put the album out. I'm aiming for the middle of the year. Normally, it's a labor of love, man. I don't want to rush my album. I think I was tweeting about it today, but I can tell the people that it will definitely be worth it.
Yo, DJ Sabby, tell them what time it is, boy.
It's the best life, it's DJ Sabby, the best thing ever. 95. The problem with y'all haters that y'all stay hating. We're busy out here putting in the hours, putting in the work, living that best life.
TYPHUS music.
Yeah, man, go on Instagram, like my life.